What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome to KrustyKraft. Today is episode 48, yes it is, and today we're starting things out right where we left off. Last episode, we took one of our villagers and we turned it into a zombie villager, but before we did that, we actually changed his profession. But this guy is not the only zombie villager that we're going to have over here. No, he's not. We have several other areas. We have a cook, we have a blacksmith, we have a couple guys that we're going to put in the tents. And maybe if I can even think of a way of doing it, we'll have a guy sitting by the campfire. So in today's episode, we're going to be taking some of these other villagers, sending them out down this railway, where at the end we can change his profession and turn him into a zombie villager. With this little guy right here, Mr. Zombie. Then we'll send him back on this rail line all the way back to my base, where he'll come out down the bottom and then take a ride all the way down into this orc camp base. We're gonna have to figure out how to get zombie villagers into their areas that we want them to be in, and then figure out how to make them stay in there. And it looks like before we put anybody here, we got a little cleanup on aisle 3. But you guys get the idea. And hopefully if we have any time left over after doing that, we can work on our shops. Last episode, we collected all of our diamonds because that was completely sold out. And now once we've collected all of our diamonds, we now have 4 stacks of solid diamond blocks. That's over a full inventory worth of diamonds. And that makes me rich, but I still gotta restock my shop. And because rockets are in such high demand, restocking my shop becomes rather tedious and laborious. So I plan on doing a little redstone to automate that. But first, we're gonna continue getting the rest of our zombie villagers over here and putting them in place. So if you guys are ready to get started, then go ahead and smack the like button for me and subscribe if you guys are new, and let's get started with today's episode. So to get things started, I think I'm gonna start right here. This is the backside of our villagers. They're all inside this mountain right here. And there was a zombie standing out here, and so we captured him inside of a minecart and sent him up to our railway. But we don't really need all this, so I'm going to go ahead and take it down. Which I actually found easiest to take away from the top down. So as you can see, there's all the remnants of all my blocks. As we come down, we just come down just like this and just continuously take it out. Now that that's finished, I've come all the way down to the end of our railway where our zombie is, so we can go ahead and make ourselves a little bit better of a station right here. When the villager comes in here, I want to allow the villager enough time to change professions before we turn him into a zombie. Because last episode we learned that zombies turn villagers into zombie villagers in the corner when they're catty corner like this. We're adding that block there with a lever on top like that. I suppose a good idea would also be getting all the job profession blocks out here and cleaning up some of this spaghetti rail mess. Oh my god, that's so much better, but we have a little casualty in the floor. So now I've come down to my storage area and I've got ahead and collected both of the other job blocks that I want. Plus I've grabbed a couple other caps, and I think we're going to go ahead and dye some of these black, and we're going to do it in a cauldron, so I've got some water. Let's go ahead and put ourselves a cauldron down and see if we can actually do that. I've never done this before, so this will be rather interesting. So there's some water, and I believe all you have to do is put some black dye in it, and it'll go ahead and turn that water black just like that. And then if we take ourselves our caps, we now have a black leather cap. That's pretty cool. And if we do that one, we can just do it over and over again. Oh, the water actually goes away. Wow. I wonder what happens if you fill it back up. Oh, it cleans it. But either way, for our zombie villagers that are going to be standing out in the sun, hopefully we can take these leather caps, put them in these dispensers, and get them to go over a detector rail and power this dispenser, putting the cap on them so they can stay in the sun. So let's start with this guy. This guy is right here. We're going to go ahead and place ourselves in a dispenser right there with our cap in it, just like that. Once we do that, we should be able to go ahead and start this. And once he goes over it, we should see that he gets a black cap put on him. It got spat out. It got spat out. Let's try it over here. Let's see what happens when he comes back over it. Let's see if it'll get put on him. Will it not get put on him? Okay, I've added a block right here. Let's see what happens. There we go. We got our cap on our zombie villager. So now if we take this stone cover away, we should see that our zombie villager doesn't burn. Oh, that's so cool. Now we can have nothing over him. That way he looks like he's working. I wonder if we could get this guy to hold this pickaxe. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see if we put this in here and we go ahead and push him into that dispenser there. Let's see if he's going to hold a pickaxe. Look at that. We got ourselves a little miner. Oh my goodness, that's so much cooler. So now that we have this guy outfitted, our next villager, I want him to go right here and also look like a miner. He's going to be the one taking the ore and putting it on the crane. There's only one issue. To get a villager to stand there like that, I think we can do this. I think we can go ahead and take ourselves some glass panes, and if you can look at that, there's the bounding box of a glass pane, and on our server, because of the texture pack we have, they're completely invisible. So I think I can go ahead and put these in, and no one will ever see them. So let's go ahead and put that there and that there. We'll put that guy there, and as you can see, there's a glass pane right there. There's a whole box right there. So let's go ahead and put those in, and if we put those in, then our spot should be right here, and we should be able to get a zombie there. So let's go ahead and get our next zombie prepped up and ready to go. And I think the perfect spot to put this dispenser in the future is right here, so we can go ahead and do it to all the villagers. Let's go ahead and put ourselves in we're going to put a shovel and a cap in there. Let's go ahead and put ourselves an on switch on it so we can go ahead and trigger it. All right, Mr. Zombie, I'm going to bring you a villager. Hey there, Mr. Villager, we're about to turn you into a zombie. Let's go. All right, there's our villager. Okay, we are now approaching the zombie. Our villager is now coming into place. Oh boy, we don't want him to go that way. We want him to stay over here. Stay over there, dude. Stay over there, stay over there, stay over there. Is the switch on? The switch must be on. Gosh darn it. Come back, dude. There he comes. All right, he came back. Sweet deal. Okay, so he has changed his profession now. Let's go ahead and give him... I think we actually need to turn him into a zombie first, don't we? Let's turn him into a zombie first. Let's go ahead and do this. We need to go ahead and get this guy over here. You're going to turn into a zombie now. Goodbye, Mr. Villager. All right, so now he's a zombie. Let's go ahead and disperse that. That should give him, he got himself a shovel, and then we're going to do it one more time. And now he's got the leather cap. Awesome. Now we need to go ahead and get rid of my minecart. And now before we send our zombie back, we need to go ahead and switch this so the zombie goes outside. And now I've come down here and redirected our rails right here, which I need to power on. So let's go ahead and power those on. And they're going to take the new zombie villager right here. Okay, guys, it's your turn now. Oh, boy. There's our zombie right here. Looks like he's doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and head on down here because he's going to come out the bottom next. Here he comes. He's coming out. And now he's going to go down into the campsite here. Let's go ahead and follow him down into here. Right, here comes our zombie villager. He's going to come right into place right here. Oh, boy. Now he's on that railway. That's not necessarily good. Oh boy, look at this. Okay, so now I need to get that guy over into this area. So let's see if we can just go like this here real quick. If we can just take that out and take that out. If we can actually get that guy to stay right over here. Can we do that? Okay, so here's the shovel guy. We want him over here. Wow, I'm about to die. I definitely need to eat something. So now that I'm okay and I've regened, I need to get the guy with the shovel over into this block right here. And because rails, they'll just keep on going. I'm not sure if using rails is the best way. But I think what we can do here is we can go ahead and take ourselves a sticky piston just like this. If we take ourselves a rail just like that and we go ahead and power it, we should get him on the rail and we should be able to pull it back. We can't pull him back. I thought we could have pulled him back. I wonder if we could just push you over there. Let's see if we can just push him over there. If we can manage that. Can we push you over there? I don't think so. I wonder if we break this rail. If he'll get off of that and we can just push him. I'm about to die again. What if we push him from this side? If we go just like that with ourselves and we go just like that, can we push him over there? There we go. We got him. Now remember, we have ourselves 4 glass panes around this guy. I don't know if you guys can see the hit boxes, but that's one of the glass panes right there. You can kind of see the top of it better in the blue sky right there. But there's 4 glass panes around this guy, and I'm wondering if we can take him out of his minecart and get him out of there without getting him out of the... There we do! We got him! Let's see if we can get that rail. Can we get that rail? There we go. We got the rail now. Sweet deal. All we need to do is put this back. Let's go ahead and put that back. We'll put that back. Can we place in one more powered rail back here? Can we do that? Can we get that? Oh, we got it. So now if we press this button right here, we have ourselves a villager, zombie villager that's going to go back and forth, looking like he's bringing gravel and whatever else out of the mine shaft and bringing in the ore. And then we have this guy that's going to stand right there, looking like he's taking all the ore and going to be putting it onto the crane. This is so awesome. Now that guy's in place, our next zombie villager is going to go right up in here. This is going to be the other pile where the crane is bringing in all of the materials, and I want a zombie villager up here looking like he's bringing all these in and telling the crane where to put all the stuff. So we should now be able to go ahead and place ourselves a temporary block and then put glass panes on all 4 sides, and that'll keep our zombie villager standing right here. So now we need to change our railway and get ourselves another villager. And there goes the villager. And now we're coming up on the station where our villager should take on its new profession. Let's go ahead and see if that happens. All right, he's pulling on up. There he is. He's right there. Let's see, is he going to take on the new profession? There he goes. He took on the new profession. Now we need to go ahead and get the zombie over there. Let's go ahead and get the zombie over there. If we hit this button here, that should get the zombie to go over to him. He just knocked me right off of there. Okay. Okay, so there's our zombie now. I don't have a cap for you, and I don't have any tools. So here's another black cap, and then we're going to let that guy hold a redstone torch. Because if the orcs are going to have somebody up here directing the crane, they're going to have something highly visible in their hand. So let's go ahead and put both of these in there. If we put the black cap and the redstone torch in there, we should be able to hit this button. There we go. He got himself the black cap, and then we got the redstone torch. He's not going to hold the redstone torch. So a shovel it is, I guess, for this guy. Let's go ahead and put that in there and give that to him. All right, so now you got yourself a shovel. All right, now we need to send you guys on your way. Let's go ahead and hit that button there. There we go, and now they're on their way. All right, here comes our zombie. He's going to be coming into the building here shortly. Next, he's going to be exiting down there. Oh, no, I forgot to flick the switch in here. Oh, no, that means he's down in my base. Where'd the zombie villager go? He's not down here. He's not even up here either. I literally have no idea where he went. Well, there goes our first casualty. We'll need ourselves another cap and another shovel. And another villager. Oh, no! We went the wrong direction. Oh, no, I sent my villager out here. That's not where I want him to go. Okay, so I suppose that's not the worst thing ever. Let's see if we can get our minecart back. That'll stop over there. But nonetheless, yeah, we need to get this villager back over there. So as you can see here, the minecart stopped right here. We need to actually make that possible to go back up. So I've gone ahead and added all of the extra powered rails that we're going to need. And we need to make sure that when he comes back in, that he goes up there. So now it's time to send you off. Let's see if we can actually do that here. Let's see if we can get up here. We push you and send you off. Can we get you to go? There you go. Let's go ahead and get ourselves down in there, and we're going to follow right behind him. All right, there we go. We've made it through the building, and there he is. So now we're coming up on the zombie station. He's going to go ahead and get parked right there just like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I figured out where our other zombie went. Let's see here. I think to keep him safe, we might let him stay out there. Let's see here. This guy, I'm not even ready. This is so stupid. I need to get this done. I need to go ahead and put this here. He's going to go ahead and bounce against that other minecart there. Let's go ahead and put that there. Okay. He's going to stay there. All right, so we've taken this guy. We've got him off the main path here. We need to go ahead and reconnect this so our new zombie over here can actually get out over there. And before we get him over there, we're going to go ahead and head on back and make sure everything's good. All right, so this rail is in the right direction, and this rail's in the right direction. So let's try this again. All right, our zombie is approaching our building. He's now going inside. Here comes our zombie villager. He's now coming out of the building over there, and he's heading down towards his area. Let's see if he actually makes it down and in there. He's going up on in, and here he comes into his final holding spot. There he is. Now, hopefully everything goes according to plan. We need to let you out of your minecart and have you stay inside these glass panes right here. Let's see if we can do that here. Okay, that's step 1 done. We need to actually go ahead and get rid of that rail. That's step 2 done. Look at that. Look at that. We got ourselves the zombie villager up there. That's awesome. So now that we have our guy up here, I think we need one more guy on the crane actually operating the crane. So I've gone ahead and added this railway that goes all the way up here, and we've added a blackstone stair that goes right there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to place in ourselves a temporary block with glass panes on each side of it, just like we've been doing, to keep the zombie villager right there. So he'll be sitting right up there on that stair. So now we got to turn Mr. Villager here into a zombie. Sorry, dude. I know. We got to send you off. There he goes. And we'll give this guy a cap and a shovel. All right, and there we go. Off you both go. All right, and here comes our zombie. There he comes. He's coming in. And there he is. All right, let's break the minecart, and then let's break the rail underneath, and he's still there. Look at that. So now we have a guy that's mining in the mine shaft, and a guy that's taking the ore and loading it on the crane, and a crane operator that's taking all the ore and bringing it over to the big pile. And next I'm thinking we need to get some guys in here. The only thing about these two things is that you can't really get in or out of them. I did this without glass panes, and so I made it to where you can't really get in and unless you crouch, but zombies can't crouch. So I'm wondering how we're going to get the zombie in here. I wonder if the zombie was in this minecart here and we were in this minecart here, would we be able to potentially push him into there? Could we do that? Can we do that over the iron fence? Can we get him to go? If we did that, we could probably get him in there. So I want to give this guy an axe and a leather cap, but it seems as if I've run out of leather. But thankfully, I've got one of these iron farms with a zombie spawner in the middle of it. You can see all the rotten flesh flying in. And I take that rotten flesh, and here on KrustyKraft, we can turn that rotten flesh into leather. Just check this out. Look at how much leather I've actually got. So now we can make ourselves a leather cap. We need to go ahead and dye it. We're going to go ahead and fill this cauldron up, turn it red, and then we're going to dye the cap red. We need to make sure that our rail's facing the right direction. And this railway from the previous villager, this needs to be fixed. And we're going to want this guy to have an apron. So we're going to take out this blast furnace and we're going to put ourselves in a cauldron. Alrighty there, Mr. Villager, you're coming with me. And there goes our villager. Alright, and here he comes. He's gonna turn into I believe, there he goes. He's got an apron. I forget he's a leather worker. That's what he is. Alright, Mr. Leather Worker, it's time for you to turn into a zombie if I don't get knocked off the edge there first. Okay, here he goes. Oh, that's right, we need a cap, and we need his axe. There's your axe, and there's your cap. And off you both go. And here goes our zombie. And there he goes into the mountain. Oh no, I didn't change the rail back the other way. We need to flick it that way, and now he's down in my base. Oh, there he is. Alright, we've done this before. Come here, Mr. Zombie. Let's see if we can get you in a minecart and get you out of there. Okay, so now he's out of there. Now he's after me. Let's get him back into a minecart. Come on over here there, buddy. Alright, you're gonna get trapped into a minecart. Or at least I thought you were gonna. Okay. Alright, he's trapped in a minecart. Let's go ahead and send him back up. Oh no, there he is! He's gonna kill me. Shoot, I need to heal myself, and this guy, he's running after me now. I wonder if I could just hit this button and send this minecart off and pick him up. I wonder if that'll just pick him up there. I literally have no idea where he went. Look at this, I found him. How did you get in there? Alright, Mr. Zombie, follow me. Alright, dude, get in the minecart, and off you go. Here he comes into place, look at this. He's coming up on in. And it looks like that pushed him right there. I wonder if this other minecart will do it. There it goes. Oh. Let's get that before it takes off. And let's try to push that guy in. There we go. All right, question is now, can we get you out of your minecart without you getting out? Let's see if we can do that. Look at that. We got ourselves a cook. So now I've set up the blacksmith area the exact same way. Double checking the rail. And we're going to make this guy a sword and a blue cap. All right there, dude. You're next. And here goes our villager. And here comes our villager right into place right here. He's going to go ahead and dock at his station. He's going to change his profession. There he goes. He's changed his profession. Let's go ahead and hit this button. We'll get him over here and we'll turn him into a zombie. Here's his sword and his cap. There we go. And then off with both of you guys. There goes our zombie. Oh, and I just remembered. We forgot to do the rail. This is the part that always messes me up. And there's our zombie still coming this way. And here he comes. And there he goes. And here he comes right into place. Oh, look at that. We didn't even have to push him in. I wonder if we have to, let's see if we can get him out of his minecart here. All right, Mr. Zombie. Can we get you out of your minecart? Oh my goodness, I died. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I've died. I need to get some rockets, and I need to get my elytra and a pick, and we need to go ahead and break both of these and put these back in our ender chest. We need to go ahead and fly up there and get all my stuff before it despawns. Let's go ahead and put this on and get ourselves up there. Here we come in. Hopefully we didn't lose too much. Oh boy, that guy's he's got my sword, and he's got my helmet. I honestly wonder if I can even get close enough to him without dying, because he's going to hit me with that sword. I'm going to have to use my old gear here. Let's go ahead and put this on here quickly. Let's get that all on. Okay, let's see if we can pick some of that up. Okay, so he took some damage there. Okay, we need to go ahead and eat this. I can't even... Jeez, I need water. I need something to put me out. You know what? This guy's going to have to die anyway. He's got my sword and he's got the wrong cap. It's not even the villager that I want, so we're going to have to kill him. That's a bummer. But plus side is, we got all my stuff back, even our sword. Look at that, we got our sword back. Whew. And change back into our diamond armor with no thorns. We need to change the rails so he goes up there to get turned into a zombie. And take ourselves another villager. Now the villager's up there, I'm going to go ahead and change the rail now. And there goes our villager. And here he comes. And he's taking on the new profession. Alright, Mr. Zombie, it's your turn. Alright, here he goes. He's going to get turned into a zombie. Okay, there he goes. There's his cap, and here's his sword. And off you go. There goes our villager, and we've already changed the rail. That's a good feeling. Here he comes down and into the mountain, and here he comes on out of the mountain. And here he comes on down into his spot. He's coming on in. Here he comes. And there he is right there. Let's see if we can actually get him out of his minecart this time without getting killed. Look at that. Not too bad. I want to regen just a little bit before I pick up that minecart because I know he's going to hit me. So let's see here. I think I got it and he didn't hit me. So here's our cook and here's our blacksmith. Now, he's red and he's blue. Hit me up in the comment section if you get that reference. That's so cool. So we still have 2 live villagers and 1 zombie villager, which means we still have enough to put 1 guy in each tent and have a guy sitting by the campfire. But it looks like nobody did a cleanup on aisle 3. So we'll clear out our inventory in this one and we'll go ahead and break that one. And we'll place it all back in right here. So now this tent's been cleaned up, I've got all my stuff back in my inventory and we need to go get ourselves another villager. But before we get one, I had an idea. I wonder if we break this rail, if we go ahead and place in ourselves a detector rail, will it automatically turn this way and then turn back so that way we don't have to worry about this rail anymore? That'd be awesome. Let's see if and test this out. If we go like this, is it going to take us up the hill? Let's find out. Oh, it does! It totally does! That's so much easier. I wonder if we put a yellow cap on this guy, if his costume would still look cool. So let's make him one. Alright, so here's our dude. Let's go ahead and put a dispenser in right there. We'll put ourselves a button on it. Here's the cap. Let's go ahead and put that on him. How's he going to look? I think it still looks cool. Looks alright. And let's give this guy a sword. And because this guy's been zombified, we actually don't need him to go up. We actually need to take him outside. And I'm thinking once we have him down here and we want to get him into the tent, we can probably just break the bottom of that and then we can replace it once he's inside. And you know what? On second thought, I think we might move this guy to the fireplace because he's got a cap on and these guys don't. If these guys are in the tents, they're not going to burn from the sunlight anyway because the tents are going to be over their head. So we could leave the leather caps off. I think we'll use this guy by the fireplace. So I think we'll go ahead and put him right here on this block. So we'll take ourselves a rail, place in a couple temporary blocks, and then surround it with glass panes, and we'll take out our temporary blocks. All right, Mr. Zombie, it's your turn. Okay, here comes our zombie. Here he comes. Oh, and there he is. I wonder if he went too far. Let's see here. I kind of want to push him, but I don't want to die. Let's regen here real quick. All right, so now we're back to full health. Let's see if we can get close to this guy and push him over that way and take a little bit of damage from him. Let's see here. Can we push him? Okay, I'm almost dead there. Okay, we've got another minecart in our inventory if he gets out. Let's go ahead and see if we can break him out of there. Uh-oh, I just broke one of the floor blocks. That's not good. Let's see if we can pick up that block there. There we go. And we need to place it back right in. It's not going to let me place it back. All right, we're just going to take a chance. Let's see if we can actually break this minecart here. Let's see what we can do. If we go like that. All right, is he going to stay there? I think he's going to stay there. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and place this floor block back. There we go. Okay, we did that. And I think I'm going to take a loss on that minecart. Can I get the minecart back? There we go. All right, Mr. Zombie is there. Look at that. He looks good. All right, now to fix the rails going back this way. Then add our detector rail, and then send off our next villager. And look at that, there's our villager. And here comes our villager into the zombie station. Let's see what he does. He's gonna go ahead and change his profession. However, we don't want him to change his profession. I think I broke the bed just in time. That's good. That's good. We want him to stay this profession. I can't believe we almost made that mistake. All right, Mr. Zombie, it's your turn. Let's go ahead and turn this guy into a zombie. All right, there he goes. He's going to turn him into a zombie. And you know what I don't have? I don't have a sword. I don't have anything to put in his hand. So I've brought back a crafting bench. That way we can just craft a sword anytime we want. And I think we'll actually do an axe. That'll be good. Let's go ahead and load that into here. And we'll go ahead and give him an axe. There we go. But before we send him off, because it's daytime, we're going to wait till nighttime so that way he doesn't die from the sun. Because we're going to be putting him out in the sun shortly. Okay, that was nice. Sunsets are always pretty, but now that it's nighttime, it's game time. Let's go ahead and get our zombie villager into place. Let's go ahead and send these guys off. Everything's going pretty smooth so far. There's our zombie villager. And here he comes down out of the mountain. He's going to come right on past here. Let's go on down the mountain with him, and he's going to go right into that tent over here. Let's go ahead and head on right here. Here he comes in. Oh boy, that's awesome. Let's see. Here's the moment of truth. Can we break the minecart and keep him in there? Are you going to stay in there? He's going to stay in there. Oh, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and put the wall back here. Let's go ahead and get our wall put back in here. I really even don't care about that minecart. Let's just hurry and try to get the next villager done before it's daytime. And I think we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to come in through the back of the tent. We're going to place in rails coming in all the way around here, and then I'll go ahead and hook up to that. Come on, Mr. Villager. You're my last victim. So there goes our villager. Okay, our villager is coming in, but there's a creeper up here, and I don't want anything to go wrong, so we're going to try to shoot this creeper off. Let's see if we can do that here. Oh, I don't want to shoot the a zombie either. Oh, look at that. The creeper despawned. How lucky. All right, let's go ahead and I think we need to go ahead and get this guy zombified. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, he's going to get zombified here. And then we need to make himself a axe. Let's go ahead and get himself an axe here. And then we're going to go right up here. We're going to put that axe in here. And we're going to go ahead and give our zombie that axe and hit this button and get him back over there. There goes our zombie. Here goes our zombie into the top of our mountain right here. And here he comes on out down at the bottom. Let's go ahead and bring them all into the tent right here. He's going to go right on and in. Okay, there goes our zombie. Let's go ahead and break him out of here. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We'll go ahead and put the wall back, and we'll go ahead and break him out of his minecart. Look at that. Look at that. We got ourselves a whole orc camp base all fully filled out. That's awesome. I can't believe that all of our villagers are gone, and we only had to kill one. This has been so much fun bringing these guys into this base. This has been such a different style of playing for me. I mean, this is just so cool. Look at all this. I mean, this place has really come to life. We got things going on. We got people making things happen. I love this. I can't wait to do more of this. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, be sure to smack that like button for me and subscribe if you guys are new. I'm Broken Bones, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody.